Hello student, welcome to our lecture that is the data communication, and today we discuss the mode of transmission. So in the previous lecture we discussed the transmission mode. Now today we discuss the modes of the transmission. So in this mode of transmission we will discuss about how the device communicate with each other and what are the technique that devices uses. Also, we discuss in mode of transmission, that is the simplex mode, half duplex mode, full duplex mode. So, what are these modes? These types of the modes we will discuss in this video lecture. This after this video lecture, you will understand which type of modes are the devices used and which mode is very useful nowadays for the communication. So there are three types of mode or three types of the transmission mode. The first one is the simplex mode, second one is the half duplex mode, and the third type is the full duplex mode. So in these types of the mode, the transmission mode defines the direction of signal flow between the two connecting devices. We already discussed that whatever the devices nowadays we are using, that devices are connected point to point or point to multi-point. So in these devices, how the data is transferred from one place to the another place, we will discuss these all the things in this lecture. So in this lecture, we first of all discuss about the simplex type of the mode. So in a simplex type of the mode, the simplex transmission mode, the communication between sender and the receiver occur in only one direction. This is the first point. In this first point, we discuss that in simplex type of communication, the communication occur between the two devices in only one direction. If sender want to send the data to the receiver, then sender only send the data and the receiver only receive the data. The sender can only send the data and receiver can only receive the data. The receiver cannot reply to the sender. So this is the technique of the simplex type. In simplex type only one way communication is possible. So जैसे कि यहाँ पे हम लोग देख रहे हैं कि यहाँ पे सिंप्लेक्स टाइप का जो ये कम्युनिकेशन होता है इट इज वेरी लेस इफेक्टिव। ये लेस इफेक्टिव इसलिए कहा जाता है क्योंकि जब भी हम लोग इसके थ्रू डेटा ट्रांसफर करते हैं तो ओनली वन डायरेक्शन, इट ऑफर्स ओनली इन वन डायरेक्शन. Simplex transmission can be through as through of as a one-way road in which traffic vehicles only in one direction. No vehicles coming from the opposite direction is allowed to drive through. So as we already discussed in simplex type of communication, only one way is possible. Means one way road is available. If we are discuss about the road, so in that road if there is the one way road, see the opposite direction road is not allowed to travel on the about opposite direction, so that's why we say that is the one way road. So in this simplex type of communication, only single channel is allocated for the communication. For sending at one single channel is allocated, and for receiver side one single channel is allocated for sending that data. In this criteria, the worst performing mode of the transmission, this simplex type of communication or simplex type of mode is the worst performing mode of the transmission. Now we will discuss this simplex type of communication through the diagram. So in this diagram, simplex type of mode or simplex type of transmission is given. In this, the keyboard, whatever the data we are transfer, whatever the data we type on the keyboard, that goes to the CPU. That CPU does not reply anything to the keyboard. Means the direction of the keyboard and CPU is the unidirectional, means one direction. Only one direction is there. And whatever the data or whatever the thing the CPU want to show in the monitor on the monitor, so that data is through CPU it forward to the monitor, and monitor display that data whatever the CPU wants to display the data. So in this way, in simplex transmission, only one way is possible. Means if the monitor want to send some information to the CPU, so it is not possible. That's why this type of communication or this type of transmission is known as the simple transmission or simplex transmission. So जैसे कि हम लोगों ने देखा है यहाँ पे कि देख ही रहे थे इसमें कि ये जो कीबोर्ड है, ये कीबोर्ड से जो भी डेटा आप फीड करोगे तो वो सीपीयू में जाएगा, और सीपीयू जो भी डेटा डिस्प्ले करना चाहेगा वो डिस्प्ले करेगा इस मॉनिटर को। इसका अपोजिट डायरेक्शन में ये नहीं होता है, जैसे कि मॉनिटर चाहे तो कुछ अगर आपको सीपीयू को सेंड करना तो मॉनिटर सेंड नहीं कर सकता। सो ये मॉनिटर एक यूनिडायरेक्शनल फ्लो पे काम करता है, एंड दैट्स व्हाई दिस इज द सिंपलेक्स टाइप ऑफ द कम्युनिकेशन। After that, we will discuss the half duplex. So, in a half duplex, the half duplex communication, how the half duplex communication is performed, the communication between sender and receiver occur in both directions in half duplex transmission, but only one at a time. This point is very important because whatever the data sender and receive want to send, that the sender and receive use only one channel, but the situation or but the condition is only one at a time that can be taken. मीन्स यहाँ पे जो सिचुएशन है वो सिचुएशन ये है कि सेंडर एंड रिसीवर ये दोनों एक ही चैनल को यूज करते हैं, लेकिन यहाँ पे जो कंडीशन है कि एक ही चैनल को एट ए टाइम कोई भी एक ही जन यूज कर सकता है। दैट्स व्हाई दिस इज द हाफ डुप्लेक्स ट्रांसमिशन। सो इन द हाफ डुप्लेक्स ट्रांसमिशन, the sender and receiver can both send and receive the information, but only one is allowed to send at any given time at any given time. So in this way, कि जब भी सेंडर को डेटा सेंड करना होता है तो रिसीवर एट दिस टाइम वो रिसीव ही करेगा, वो सेंड नहीं कर सकता है। लेकिन जब ये रिसीवर को सेंड करना होता है तो सेंडर वो सेंड नहीं करेगा, सेंडर स्टॉप करेगा, देन रिसीवर सेंड करेगा डेटा, तो सेंडर रिसीव करेगा। सो दिस इज द सिचुएशन इन हाफ डुप्लेक्स। Now, in half duplex is still considered a one-way road in which a vehicle traveling in the opposite direction of the traffic has to wait till the road is empty before it can pass through. So, अगर मैं रोड का कंसिडरेशन करते हैं, हम लोग रोड के बारे में देखते हैं, तो ये भी एक प्रकार के हाफ डुप्लेक्स में भी वन वे रोड रहेगा, लेकिन इस वन वे रोड में अप साइड और डाउन साइड दोनों टाइप के व्हीकल्स आना जाना एक ही रोड से ये कर सकते हैं। लेकिन कंडीशन क्या है यहाँ पे? द कंडीशन इज दैट whenever the one side of the traffic is going on, another side of the traffic is stopped till wait when the road is free, then another side the traffic is pass out. So this is the condition of the half duplex communication or half duplex transmission. Now here in the half duplex transmission, performance is better than the simplex. Why the performance is better? Because in the simplex we are using single channel for sending and single channel for receiving. So there is a two channel there we are using in a simplex type of communication, but in a half duplex type of communication we are using single channel, and in the single channel we can allow sending and receiving. So this can we see how through the diagram. So in this diagram we see these two devices. These devices are known as the walkie-talkie. We all know the walkie-talkie. The walkie-talkie we are using for the communication, and that for the communication type, in this communication type only one directional of the signal is transmitted. Whenever the another person want to communicate, the first person, after the first person saying over, then the another person is start to talk. So this diagram shows the walkie-talkie, and this walkie-talkie only one directional transmission is possible. जैसे कि आप लोगों ने देखा होगा कि ये walkie-talkie में जब भी सामने वाला को कम्युनिकेट करना होता है तो पहले जो बोलता है जब तक वो ओवर नहीं बोलेगा तब तक सामने वाला बोलना स्टार्ट नहीं करता है। अब जैसे उसने ओवर कहा इसका मतलब कि सामने वाले का बोलना खत्म हो चुका है। अब दूसरा जो सेंडर और जो रिसीवर है वो डेटा सेंड करना स्टार्ट करेंगे। सो ये वॉकी टॉकी कई लोगों के पास आपने देखा होगा। जनरली वी आर सी इन द ट्रेन ड्राइवर एंड गार्ड, so with the help of the driver and guard can communicate through this walkie talkie. So this is the example of the half duplex transmission. After that we will discuss about the full duplex transmission. So in the full duplex transmission mode, the communication between sender and receiver can occur simultaneously. As you know, whatever the data is sent or received through the sender or receiver, they can communicate through single channel and they can communicate simultaneously. Means at a time they can send or receive the data. The sender and receiver can both transmit and receive at the same time. As you know that इसके पहले की जैसे हम लोगों ने दो तीन एग्जांपल में डिस्कस किया है सिंप्लेक्स एंड हाफ डुप्लेक्स, उसमें ये पॉसिबिलिटी नहीं थी। लेकिन इसमें जब जैसे कि हम लोग देख रहे हैं कि इन फुल डुप्लेक्स ये एट ए टाइम पे सेंड और रिसीव करने का काम इन फुल डुप्लेक्स में हम लोग कर सकते हैं। So in a full duplex transmission mode is like a two-way road in which traffic can flow in both direction at the same time. जैसे कि आप लोगों ने रोड पे देखा होगा कि अगर टू वे रोड अगर मैं कंसिडर करता हूँ तो इन द टू वे रोड में ट्रैफिक आने वाली ट्रैफिक और जाने वाली दोनों के लिए अलग अलग सेपरेट रोड दिया हुआ है और विद द हेल्प ऑफ दैट सेपरेट रोड दोनों तरफ की ट्रैफिक आ जा सकती है। तो इन द सेम वे in a full duplex type of transmission that the sender and receiver can communicate through at a time within a single channel, and this is the बेस्ट परफॉर्मिंग मोड ऑफ द ट्रांसमिशन। क्योंकि आजकल के जितने भी डिवाइसेस है सब फुल डुप्लेक्स टाइप के डिवाइसेस है एंड थ्रू दैट फुल डुप्लेक्स टाइप ऑफ ट्रांसमिशन दे कैन सेंड एंड रिसीव द डेटा एट ए सिंगल मोमेंट और द सेम टाइम। अब जैसे कि यहाँ पे आप डायग्राम देख रहे हो, सो दिस इज द डायग्राम ऑफ द फुल डुप्लेक्स ट्रांसमिशन। So the example of the full duplex transmission is telephone or today's mobile devices or the phones which we are using for the communication. So with the help of these devices we can use the communication type. So in this communication type means the full duplex communication type, and with the help of this full duplex communication we can send and receive the data at the same time. We can same time send the data or we can receive the data. So this is the diagram of simplex, half duplex and full duplex. With the help of the end devices I explain these things with the help of these devices, and this is the direction of data flow. Whatever the direction we are using in these three modes we can show in this diagram. This is the first type of communication, that is the simplex transmission or simplex type of communication. In this only one direction is here assigned. So means that this is the mainframe computer that send the data to the monitor. Means the direction of flow is in the single direction or one direction. In this half duplex transmission, the sending and the receiving at single channel, but the data can send at a time. At a one time it can be sent or it can be received. So the process it performs sending or receiving at only one way, means at a time. अगर एक ही टाइम पे अगर हम देखेंगे तो कोई भी एक डिवाइस डेटा सेंड कर सकता है, दूसरा रिसीव कर सकता है, और या तो जब रिसीवर को डेटा सेंड करना होता है तो वो सिर्फ डेटा सेंड करेगा, तो सेंडर जो है वो सिर्फ उसको रिसीव करेगा। सो दिस इज द हाफ डुप्लेक्स टाइप ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन। नाउ द थर्ड वन इज दिस इज द डायग्राम ऑफ द फुल डुप्लेक्स ट्रांसमिशन। इन द फुल डुप्लेक्स ट्रांसमिशन सेंडिंग एंड रिसीविंग data at all the times, means at same time they can send and receive the data. Now we discuss about the key difference of the three transmission mode. This is very important. Many times in the exam this question will ask how that we can differentiate these three things. So the first thing is that in simplex mode the single signal is sent in one direction. In half duplex mode, the signal is sent in both directions but one at a time. In full duplex mode, the signal is sent in the both direction at the same time. So this is the difference of these signals, how the signals is sent from one device to the another device. So in these three we are comparing. After that, in simplex mode, only one device can transmit these signals. In half duplex mode, both devices can transmit the signal, but but one at a time. In full duplex mode, both devices can transmit the signal at the same time. So this is the sending the same data from one place to the another place. How that devices are sending the data with the help of these three different modes, that is simplex, half duplex and full duplex. You can hear this can be here saying that the half duplex and full duplex and simplex mode, how can the data is transmitted. Now the next one is the full duplex performance better than the half duplex, and half duplex is turn perform better than simplex one. So this how we can say this, because we already know in simplex only one direction is performed, but in the half duplex both the direction is performed but at one at a time, and in full duplex both the direction is performed at the same time. So that's why full duplex performance is better than the other two one. Next one is simplex. The keyboard sends the command to the monitor. As the diagram we know that in the simplex type of communication or simplex type of transmission mode, in this the keyboard sends the commands to the monitor, so only one direction is creating, there is no another direction. The monitor cannot reply to the keyboard. In a half duplex, using a walkie-talkie, both speaker can communicate, but they have to talk turns, because whenever the front person has want to speak, the first person say over. As we know that in a walkie talkie हम लोगों ने जैसे कि देखा कि जब तक कोई सामने वाला का जैसे बोलना खत्म होता है तो वो उसको ओवर बोलता है, और वो ओवर बोलने के बाद ही सामने वाला बोलना स्टार्ट करता है इन अ वॉकी टॉकी. So this is the example of the half duplex. In a full duplex, using a telephone, means in the with the help of this telephone, both speaker can communicate at the same time. तो same time पे दोनों ही एक साथ communicate कर सकते हैं. That's why in the full duplex is very important. In the full duplex transmission mode offers the best performance among the three on account of the fact that it minimizes the amount of bandwidth available. Why this bandwidth is maximized? So that the maximization of the bandwidth, because in the full duplex sender and receiver both can be communicated at the same time. That's why the full duplex type of communication is better performance, and it provides the best features for sending and receiving the data. So this is all about the modes of transmission. In this we already discussed about the three types of modes, that is simplex modes, half duplex, full duplex, and I hope so you understand these videos. If you have any doubt, that you will contact me. Thank you. Bye.